Hello everyone, this is your teacher, Mrs. Zahra Al-Asadi. Please feel free to pause and rewind the video as needed. Today, my dear students, we'll talk about types of fiction. By the end of this video, my students, you are supposed to be able to understand and distinguish among the different types of fiction. Let's first start with non-fiction. This is a very important word. Non-fiction. Non-fiction means real. Non-fiction means real. That means a book that gives facts. The first kind of non-fiction books that you'll learn today about is biography. Biography. Biography is simply an account of someone's life written by another person. So, for example, when you read a book that talks about Shakespeare, and this book gives you fact about Shakespeare's life, that means you're reading a biography. The other kind of non-fiction books is autobiography. Autobiography. Autobiography is a story of a person's life told by that person himself or herself. For example, Long Walk to Freedom is an autobiography written by South African President Nelson Mandela and first published in 1994. The book profiles his early life, coming of age, education, and 27 years in prison. Now let's check the other kind, fiction. Fiction. Fiction refers to literature created from imagination. These books tell a story that has been made up by the author. Let's start with the first kind, realistic fiction. Realistic fiction. Realistic fiction is a genre. Genre also means type of fiction, consisting of stories that could have actually occurred to people or animals in a believable setting. These stories resemble real life, and fictional characters within these stories react similarly to real people. The second one that we're gonna learn about today is fable. Fable. Fables tell us a story and teach us a lesson at the same time, and we've been hearing them, retelling them, and writing them for over 2,000 years. A fable is a story that features animals, plants, or forces of nature which are given human qualities. A fable always ends with a moral. What is the moral? The moral means the lesson that can be derived from the story. This is the lesson that is intended to be learned through reading the story. And I am pretty sure that all of you know the fable of the tortoise and the hare, the lion and the mouse, the grasshopper and the ant. The third kind is fantasy. Fantasy. Fantasy is a genre of fiction that concentrates on imaginary elements. Fantastic. This can mean magic, the supernatural alternate worlds, superheroes, monsters, fairies, magical creatures, mythological heroes. Essentially, anything that an author can imagine outside of reality. With fantasy, the magical or supernatural elements serve as the foundation of the plot, setting, characterization, or storyline in general. And I am really sure that all of you know the story of Snow White, and most of you watched the movie Frozen. These are fantasy. The fourth kind is science fiction. Science fiction is the kind of fiction that is based on imagined future scientific or technological advances and major social or environmental changes, frequently portraying space or time travel and life on other planets. The last one we're going to talk about is historical fiction. Historical fiction transports readers to another time and place, either real or imagined. Writing historical fiction requires a balance of research and creativity, and while it often includes real people and events, this genre offers a fiction writer many opportunities to tell a wholly unique story. Thank you for watching.